And yeah, let's get to it.
From the camera, this is as far as I can get y'all. Anyways, Luce Cannon paperwork just dropped on his denial of bond, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's looking good for Luce as far as how far it goes. Check it out. So it seemed like, baby, they can hear you. Baby. They can hear you.
Shout out to Trap News Network, Rich Trapper.
It's 1:30 in the morning. That's pussy talking. Don't worry about it. About the Luce Cannon stuff and everything. Because she don't like when I say the other word. And once again, let me say this. I rock with Luce, so, you know what I'm saying? If y'all hear a bit of bias, then you just hear a bit of bias. But all I'm going to say is this. There was something that a lawyer said, and I'm going to play it a little bit later on. And this right here kind of goes to the way to what Big U was saying, in a positive but in a messed up way, and it's something I've been telling you cats from day one. But anyways, let's just get to the content real quick. The United States District Court, Central District of California, United States of America versus Tremaine Ashley Williams. Then we go right here. On motion by the government, on court's own motion in a case, on the further allegation by the government, a serious risk that the defendant will flee. So you have all that. And it says the court finds that no condition. So this is basically them telling them, nah. Ain't no way. So they saying basically the court finds that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of any.
Court's not going to give him bail, man. He's fucking intimidating witnesses and fucking got caught for extortion and shit like that and fucking robbing a dispensary. They're not gonna fucking give this guy fucking bail, man. Are you kidding me? He's like a danger to society. Look at his daddy. His daddy's doing fucking he's on death row and shit like that, man. The whole family's crazy as fuck.
Person or the community. So what they basically saying that this nigga Luce Cannon is a menace to society. They saying there ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing that's going on. Ain't nothing, none of that. None of that going on, bro. You're done. What they trying to say is Luce is a monster out here. That's how they're writing that, right? So then it talks about the things that the court considered, the nature and circumstances of the offenses charged, including whether the offense is a crime of violence, a federal crime of terrorism, or involves a minor, victim, or a controlled substance, firearm, explosive, or destructive device, the weight of the evidence against the defendant, the history and characteristics of the defendant, the nature and seriousness of the danger to any person or the community. The court also has considered all the evidence adduced at the hearing in the arguments and/or statements of counsel and the pretrial services report / recommendation. All right, so here we go. This is where they base it at. They saying that Luce Cannon is out here flamming, skullduggery, and larceny, and it ain't nothing that's gonna go on this planet that's gonna make the judge say, "Hey, nigga, you're good to be out here in society." He's a danger. Nature of the offenses and defendant's role in the alleged extortion / robberies. 2 active protection orders, noting 1 is reciprocal. They're gonna bring up the one that he got from Gigi. And they're gonna bring up that domestic violence case he got outside of San Bernardino County. And that's what I keep saying. Even if Luce Cannon did everything right in this situation, even if he did everything right in the situation, nigga, you still got warrants out of San Bernardino County, bro. You still got protection orders against you, nigga. You still did some stuff in the past that's coming back to haunt your dumb A-double-double. Outstanding warrants report a violent January 2025 incident. So this is what's so crazy that if I'm gonna just keep on saying it, Brad. As far as everybody in this case, Luce Cannon is the one who has the most chance to beat his case. So it says, here we go, right here. It is therefore ordered that the defendant be detained prior to trial. It is further ordered that the defendant be committed to the custody of the Attorney General for confinement and corrections facility separate to the extent practicable from persons awaiting the serving sentences or being held in custody pending trial. It is further ordered that the defendant be afforded reasonable opportunity for private consultation with counsel. It is further ordered that on order of a court of the United States or on request of an attorney for the government, the person in charge of the corrections facility in which the defendant is confined delivered the defendant to a United States Marshal for the purpose of an appearance in connection with a court proceeding dated April 9, 2025, but it just became available on Pacer today. So there's that. So, as I told y'all while reading the paperwork, Luce basically only got 2 charges. That's it. The one from the stuff in no jumper, which unfortunately is on camera, so he gonna have a...
Remember I told y'all. I just told him the other day, babe. Remember I said ninjas might start going to jail for that no jumper with you, man.
Definitely people are going to be going to jail for that shit, man.
Sometimes it be first.
People got stripped naked and shit, for fuck's sake. That's crazy, dude.
Out this information so fast that it goes over a lot of people's heads. And then the other YouTubers grab it and pick it up. And then a couple hours go by, they're like, oh, well, I got it. Da, da, da. And now they hear from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. But nigga already said it first. I said it days ago. It's all good.
Hell of a time with that one. As long as it's kind of difficult, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Hopefully that footage is grainy. I gotta go back and look at it real quick because
that footage ain't grainy. You want to see the footage? Say, I got the footage. You want me to send it to you? We homies, bro. We homies. I can give it to you. You feel me?
If that footage is grainy, it's gonna be hard for the feds to basically say that's him. And a state that's as liberal as California.
The guy yells out Luce before Luce started fighting him and shit like that. The guy identified him, man.
I'm not saying
he's fucked.
That's that, right? So then we take it a step further to the other stuff, which essentially is the guy who they're saying was an FBI informant that was giving freaking Big U payments. So that's really the hardest part. Now, I'm fairly certain. I'm just fairly certain.
What's up, the cool game?
Say, hey, man.
How you doing, man?
Work with us. I'm 100% certain that they're going to look at Luce Cannon and say,
hope you're doing well, bro.
Listen, just tell us Big U put you up to this. We'll cut you a deal. You probably do. I don't know what his points is. That's the only problem I'm having right now is I don't know.
So Seti said that Luce Cannon go snitch.
I told you, man.
Go snitch. Seti said
he needs to snitch to get out of these charges, man.
He said that he might have to, though.
What Luce Cannon's points is from when he went to the penitentiary, but they did read off a laundry list, and I want to show y'all exactly what a Fed lawyer said about that laundry list because it's very, very telling. Check it out. Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do,
his daddy's Luce Cannon's daddy's actually a notorious snitch. Gang hopper. He's like in 2 or 3 different gangs, and he snitched on like a couple different hoods apparently, and he's doing life right now on death row.
You're helping unbiased, independent news.
Nigga, you just said that you was biased a little bit. We all a little biased. I'm just the first to admit it.
For him,
we all a little biased. I'm just the first to admit it. I'm telling you, that 4-hour DW flame got my whole spirit just right through the window.
Especially given that.
And then I got this tree too. Nigga, what? And I was responsible. I got FOMO rolled up. Come on now.
You know, he had previously served time for a completely different, separate matter. But in terms of just the punishment that he's facing, it is a lot of time. But what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah. Federal charges and convictions come with heavy penalties. That's why the weight of the federal government, when it's leaning on you as the criminal defendant, or if you're the criminal defense attorney, is punishing. Because especially for people who have prior convictions, you have the risk of being declared a career criminal.
Big U should have never made this video, man, because it really fucked around with him with like threatening witnesses and shit like that. He'll never get bond for real.
As it relates for,
oh yeah, for sure. The point says a Big U hit the high score. For sure.
How a punishment
could the feds is punishing off the point system? Big U hit high score. Could be meant.
Yeah, he's already done time in the Fed for robbing, trying to set up a robbery for a bunch of coke back in the day.
His prior convictions, and you're looking at a staggering amount of time as it
relates to. But it wasn't drug dealers he was trying to rob, or it's not to be cops. The feds.
you're up against a very difficult decision. Do I risk what might be hundreds of years in prison, or do I take 10, 15, 20 years, which is still an amazing amount of time, but you still have an opportunity to come home and restart your life, versus 300 years, which is essentially a death sentence.
Yeah, you better start snitching,
That's
you.
what kind of
Come on, man.
that given this overwhelming amount
Get
of
that
evidence
pencil
and support
popping,
from
man.
federal
Start
prosecutors and
snitching,
from
dude.
authorities, that I was a little surprised that Big U pleaded not guilty. Now, again, he maintains his innocence in all of this, but as in terms of...
They got the black reporters talking about it. That's crazy. When they get the black reporters to talk about it, that's wild. Look what they got. They got these two niggas. They got these two niggas
going through with the...
We got some nigga news. Go get Jamal and Shaniqua. Is Shaniqua here? Oh, she's in makeup? Cool. Send her over.
In this case, now going to trial.
Hey, Shaniqua, are you familiar with Nipsey Hussle? You know him? Okay, cool.
What's your reaction? What do you think it could look like?
That's how white people would like try to like. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you could. Yeah, no. Jamal's already there. Yeah, Jamal, he's over there. Yeah, thanks.
Well,
let me stop being black.
He's going to have an amount of time to review the federal government's evidence against him and try to challenge it, and then mount his own defense. At some point in time, as you mentioned, he will have to make the decision. Am I going to try to make a deal or accept an offer, or will I have to go to trial?
He'll cop a plea for sure, man. At least
concerns and considerations for
him.
At
least he'll do is cop a plea for sure.
He's looking at an inordinate amount of time, and the federal government will give you that time. There's no question. So
yeah, they're trying to give him 300 years, man, for
this
real.
Will be a very difficult decision, and I think primarily it'll weigh upon the witnesses coming to court and cooperating. But that's actually a very common tactic of the federal government. Is when you're facing a federal prosecution, oftentimes they already have the witnesses against you in the bag, so to speak, and they're cooperating, and they have sentences, and they have statements and interviews and recorded evidence. So oftentimes when you see a federal indictment, the federal government has already done the research, they've already done their homework, but that doesn't mean people do not beat these charges. That certainly can happen. So it's to be determined.
Fucking very rare, man.
I'm just going to read it from right here, right? It says, in federal courts, a career criminal is a label applied to defendants with a history of prior convictions, especially those for violent felonies or serious drug offenses, which can lead to increasing sentencing under the Armed Career Criminal Act, ACCA, or the federal sentencing guidelines. The ACCA mandates a minimum 15-year prison sentence for certain offenders possessing firearms. That's where it get crazy for Brick, because he for surely looking at no less than 15. Because Brick, damn near when he's gonna be 60 years old. But prayers for him and
yeah, no doubt.
That's just what it is. So here's a more detailed
Pray for Brick.
Defining a career criminal under the federal sentencing guideline, a defendant is considered a criminal offender if, and this is where it gets wild, because you got to remember he did his crimes. But then you got to make sure, and this where, I'm going to disagree with 600 and what he said. I think he was trolling personally, because basically it says, if they have 2 or more prior felony convictions for either violent felonies or serious drug offenses, and if their current offense is also a felony drug or violent crime. Impact on sentencing. Being classified as a career offender can significantly impact sentencing. The guidelines typically increase the offense level, resulting in a longer guideline range for sentencing, according to the U.S. Sentencing Commission. The ACCA specifically targets individuals with 3 prior convictions for violent felonies or serious drug offenses who were subsequently convicted of possessing a firearm in violation of federal law. The ACCA mandates a minimum 15-year prison sentence for these offenses. So
you'll never lose a lighter faster than not getting. Swear to God, bro, you can get up and not go nowhere, and you'll lose that lighter. All my tree smokers know. If you a tree smoker who's ever lost a lighter without getting up and going nowhere, you still look like, bro, I didn't even move.
Yeah, I hear that.
Trees in the chat.
The judicial discretion, when the guidelines provide a framework for federal judges, do have some discretion to depart from the guidelines range, either upward or downward.
I'm on my vaping fucking shit right now. Quit smoking. Been 2 weeks now without a cigarette.
833-553-5538. Now, what that basically will boil down to is this. They were waiting. There were certain things and certain questions that just didn't make sense to me. First off, if you knew he was like this and all that, and you already had all this stuff against Big U, why didn't y'all stop him way before? If this dude is 6 minutes, as they painted him, right?
They let him run amok for years, man.
Then why in the hell didn't they get him way before? It was that no jumper BS that happened. Now, once again, I'm not finna sit up here and blame Brad and blame no jumper and all that. Now, y'all could say, well, if no jumper never existed, then those things wouldn't have happened. All right, I get all that. And if you say that, then that's cool. Hey, it is what it is. But this is where the blowback and pushback is. That stuff that happened was after hours. And mind you, I don't owe Adam anything. You know, they're the ones who put out a certain piece of footage on me that I still don't feel like they should have did, but it is what it is. It's content, so it is what it is. But what happened is they let that be one felony, and then the other stuff that Luce said on No Jumper be a felony. So now you have the extortion felony, which
they broke it up into two. That's a tricky game. Instead, it could have been one felony. They're like, give him two.
Which is going to end up being violent, and then you have the robbery felony, which is going to be violent right there. Now, like I said, if the footage is grainy, because I couldn't find it while I was looking for it, and Buddy doesn't show up, all good. You got that one out the way. But the other part is, dude for sure coming to tail.
OJ Reed for sure coming to tail.
Whoever the dude is, I mean, there's certain things alleged, and there's certain content that's about to drop that I can't really speak on just yet. And I'm privy to something that's going to happen, and we'll see, because I don't know what's going to be said or what's not going to be said. But they already have one witness. The one witness, and if that witness
Brick, baby,
say, hey, yeah, man, Tremaine Williams, a.k.a. Luce Canning, then that looks bad. It just does. But as long as the two dudes don't show up to court, it's looking good for Luce Canning. Now, if not, they march up there and
they got the dispensary guy who is Placey robbed. He's fucked, man, right there. That guy's been cooperating for years already.
Now, that 15 years, bruh. Hey. And like I told y'all, and I'm not saying Luce is finna tell or nothing like that or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all.
But you saying he mother chucking better.
But
yeah,
bruh, it'll be bad. I'm just gonna keep it honest.
Take your daddy steps there, Luce, man, and start popping that pencil, man. Like Lil Durk would say, popping your pencil. Start snitching, dude.
There's a part of me that's like, damn, bro, you should have did this.
I personally wouldn't snitch, but facing all that years, man, who knows what kind of shit you do, man. You can't say, right? People could say all that tough guy shit, but for real, when you're facing 20 years, fuck, the toughest guys are turning snitch, man. So, like, I'm seeing it myself, so it wouldn't shock me anybody turning snitch, man. I know killers that turn snitch straight up, like,
his defense goes, it's just basically
fucking mind blowing, right? But
now the question becomes,
nobody wants to spend the rest of their life in jail, man.
He decides to take a stand and say, essentially, bro, I never did any of that, man. I was a producer. Big U did music. He had his music label. That's the only way I knew him. I knew him through that, and I sold him beats, and we just did music together. All that other stuff, I don't know anything about it. He can do that, but once again, his biggest rival is somebody getting on the stand and pointing his ass out and saying,
what about his own words on the podcast saying that I was his right-hand man, like,
as far as everybody else goes,
Luce is fucked right there from his own big mouth, man.
Big U, on the other hand, he got a lot, bro. Is he guilty? I don't know. Innocent until proven guilty. I've never seen.
They got him on wiretaps. He is fucked.
Big U ever committed crime besides what
I'm not saying that he did anything either, man. Fuck that.
Already locked up.
But he put himself in jail for sure, though.
And we just leave it at that, bro. Because at the end of the day, we gotta let it all play out.
The biggest problem he made was stealing that money from the fucking donations and shit like that. That's what they're so pissed off about. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Fucking video just ended. But I'm gonna check out this other video about Diddy. Let's check it out.
The truth is, bro, if they would have told you to come on that stage, you would not remember a lot of those raps, bro. So let's be real, Wayne. We're gonna be real about that part. Alright? You already say you don't remember half your shit, bro. So that's it. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. What time is it? Yeah. Holy shit. I've been on that long? Yo, we gotta get out of here, man. Yo, y'all enjoy y'all day, man. We not gonna be stuck on this internet Easter morning. That's not gonna happen. Alright? But at least you ain't getting embarrassed like Usher. But you got your proof, y'all. The truth is,
I got one of a good video. Or no. Here's the latest. There we go. It's called The Pink Program. It's fucking hilarious. I've seen it a while ago. It's fucking about Diddy and how he got all the rappers. It's pretty funny. Oh shit. What the hell is it? Yeah, here, I think this is what it is right here, boom. Showed to Forno fame.
they want to come on in the morning, but they ain't talking about nothing. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go. What's up, EK? What's up, Tiger? What's up, Renee? What's up, everybody? Shout out everybody in the like buttons, everybody
It's
in
called
the
The
comment
Baby Real
section.
Gangsters, New
Everybody
York
tell a
rappers
friend, tell a friend,
disgracing
put
the
them on.
brokest
This what a real
Remy
be in the
Ma
morning.
Papoose.
Everything around here is organic, right? Organic. So today I shall continue to crush these industry people, right? They on YouTube now. See, Mano got a YouTube channel. What I say, in the last day they will all be podcasters. They will all be YouTubers. Did I not say that last year? I said they gonna all be on the same platforms we on, and they're not gonna make it without no Rainbow fans. Shout out to the Rainbow family. Shout out to the Rainbow gang. All right. But one day when the Rainbow gang get together and start jumping these rappers that didn't give them no money, I will be very happy. Let's go. All right? So for a lot of y'all, you want to get it. So today, I'm also going to give you a bonus feature of the Pink program. All right? So I've been telling you about the Pink program, but y'all ain't want to listen. The Pink program is coded within the baby, y'all. The whole Diddy saga, which y'all not understanding, is just all of them. See? But you want to keep picking and choosing. So today, you want to get it through your fucking head today. I'm talking to you gangsters. I'm talking to you New York people. What? I am New York, dummy. You ain't New York no more. You guys fell off, right? I'm New York. You see the hat, right? All right. You see the hat? I see y'all. So let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go. What's up, Punches? Punches, man, you done did something, man. Punches, hey, today's episode is dedicated to Punches, all right? So I told y'all, anybody on this channel, you been down with me. If you a member, you can put in a special request. I'll do a video just for you. That's how we do it around here. Hold up. Oh, yeah, we're going to turn on today, hopefully. You don't be drinking no coffee. You're going to spit your coffee up, all that today, y'all. Yes, you are. All right? Trust me on it. Let's go. I'm ready. What's up, Matt? What's up, Miss Bryant? On that note, I was waiting for my people to come in. What's up, Dramatic? Everybody around here with a membership, y'all already know what's up. Y'all know ain't nothing new around here. But we will talk to the dummies today. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I can't wait. Let me stop stalling y'all out. Let's go. Let me stop stalling y'all out. New York rappers disgraced. I already told you already. They all disgraced. All of them. Remy Ma, Papoose, Mano, Kim Jones, Cameron, keep going. Only reason why Mace got a little something, because Diddy broke him off. You know, Mace got a little something, because Diddy would put him on them shows. You know, Mace got a little something, because he was down there running scams on them people in Atlanta. He was robbing them black people in Atlanta. Yeah, we talk about Mace. We talking about a rapper that turned to a preacher, that turned to a goddamn YouTuber, but he's still with a punk named Cameron, because I told you they all punks. Yes, I used to have love for Cameron. I had a lot of respect for Cameron. If you've been on this channel, you know I've been saluting Cameron the first about 2-3 years. But once Cam started that podcast with Mace, I gave him about 6 months. once I seen they was all in, now Cameron getting this smoke. He gonna get this smoke, all of them. So I already told you. They are the leaders of the pink program. You don't understand that whole Dipset movement was really a goddamn pink movement, fool? You still ain't understand that Def Jam was definitely jamming them niggas up their ass. You ain't get it yet? Joe Button, Ho Button, huh? Diddy rubbed them all down. So today, I shall say free Diddy. But I'm only gonna say free Diddy because I want Diddy to put these goddamn rappers back in line. All right? So y'all give me a pass today. I'm gonna say free Diddy today just to torment these rappers because they forgot their place. See? They didn't say free Diddy. See how easy I said free Diddy? You see how real I keep it, right? I don't know Diddy. See how real I am, right? Free Diddy. Free Diddy. Free Diddy. Why I'm say that? Because Diddy the real king of New York. And all you seeing is little puppies out here. You seeing all them little puppies running around here ready to wipe down their baby off. That's right. That's right. You want to call Diddy a Geppetto? Guess the first Midas he touched. I think about Mason Cameron and the rest of them. If you don't, so you mean to tell me Diddy had a 30-year career, but he skipped over the whole New York chapter. He just started touching on people after New York. No. Because Cameron forgot with his big ass mouth. He told us he went to May's house and there was a dildo in that house. Cameron told us, but you should have known Cameron was a super punk because Cameron snitched on Mace, then went back to Mace. So at the end of the day, you want to be real today? Mace is realer than Cam. Why do you think Mace eating his ass? Because Mace is realer than Cam, y'all. I'm sorry to tell you. I keep it real around here. The truth is, Mace is realer than Jim Jones. Mace is realer than Cameron. You just got your favorite picks. But see how I flipping on you real sweet? You forgot it was Mace, had to take Cam like a little Doja.
Can you believe the shit this fucking guy's saying? It's unbelievable, man. Like, he sounds fucking crazy as fuck, but it's so funny, man. Like, baby oil gangsters, like, get the fuck out of here, man. You cannot make this shit up. Like, this guy is fucking too funny, man.
Punk, the rapper in front of Biggie, you forgot Mace was already over Cam, dummy. You forgot Mace was the one that had to bring Cam like a flunky to get a deal. And then what? Charge him for that video. You forgot. The truth of the truth is Mace is realer than Cameron and Jim Jones. I said. Now prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And I will prove to you that Mace got more money than Cameron and Jim Jones put together and Mano. These are facts. Y'all know I slayed Mace, but I'm always keeping it real. Mace got more money than all of them put together. Mace got more money. Mace got more money than Cam, Mano, and Jimmy put together. Huh? Mace realer than all of them. He realer than all of them. Know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Now, let me slow it down for you slow people. I'm tired of dumbing down this channel for you slow people. You guys understand, right? A lot of these fake ass platforms y'all be watching, man. See, half of these dudes are in the pink program, right? Half of them are goddamn snitches. Half of them got sauce on their channel. Damn it, the whole New York work for the goddamn people. Damn it, the whole state of New York is working. Huh? I know what's going on, bro. But see, the thing is, see, the mayor, salute to Mayor Eric Adams. I have nothing against Mayor Eric Adams. See, but the problem is, Mayor Eric Adams, you got a lot of clowns up under you. So you got a lot of bozos up under you. That's why you in a lot of smoke right now. See, because yeah, they clowns. And then Mano, you think I forgot about that, what happened to Tax Stone? You think I forgot about when Tax Stone went to jail? All you guys are in that club. Okay, well, let me go there. Shout out to Tax Stone, East New York. You got a problem, they got holler. It's okay. Let's go. Now, as you see on this channel, y'all know what I do. I like to let people go, then I come back later. 3 months ago, I already told them about Mano. 3 months ago, I already told them about Jimmy, all of them. 3 months ago. No, y'all. When I told you, Diddy is the king of this whole rap thing. The pink program is AKA the baby oil program, fool. That's what he in charge of. And when you become a star, you gotta holler at Diddy or he gonna come holler at you. And you gonna get wiped down with that baby oil. These are facts. Allegedly. But let's go. Don't take my word for it. Today I'm here to show you fake ass gangsters how stupid y'all are. Cause I already told y'all. Y'all ain't doing nothing but chasing smoke. So today, I'm going to say free Diddy. Because Diddy need to put these punk-ass New York rappers back in line. And ain't none of them say free Diddy. They all out here acting like they got nothing to do with Mr. Sean Combs. So see how real I am? I'm going to rep Diddy today since these punk-ass New York rappers ain't doing it. They're trying to get money while Diddy in jail. That's not going to happen, fool. You need to get your ass off this internet because you're embarrassing yourself. The New York rappers are the brokest. The brokest. All together. Put them all together. Fat Joe, they're the brokest. But I already told you around here. Huh? I want you to understand, man. New York rappers are punks. Diddy punked them all. You see, Jada Kiss ain't no D-Block talk, even though he ain't never been in jail. Huh? You see Fabulous eat when ain't no food on the plate? You see how scared that man had him? The real king of New York, that's Diddy, fool. Now, if one of y'all would have smacked the shit out of Diddy, then you would have been the king. But y'all didn't do that. I'm going to show you grown men supposed to be gangster. Grown men, whole career based on gangster rap. But you will see when Diddy walked in that room, he turned them back into goddamn fifth graders. He turned them niggas back into the classroom when the teacher walked into class. Huh? You ain't gonna fool me. You ain't gonna fool me, Mano, Jimmy. Free Diddy today. Why? Because Diddy need to put these punk-ass rappers back in line. You understand? Remember, Diddy knew all of them when they was boys. Fabulous was a boy. Jada was a boy. Get it? He knew all of them from boys. That's right. So what that means is they were already trained. Remember, Diddy had these guys in line for over 20 years. He had, look, all of them came in 97. I'm telling you, I know my hip-hop history. 97. Understand, Diddy had them in pocket since 1997. So you should have known they wasn't gangster, but none of them put hands on Diddy. Styles P went against Diddy. That's why he really got blackballed. If you really pay attention to Styles P, when he threw that chair, he been in the streets. I mean, Styles P, that deal. I'm just going to tell you, when it comes down to that D-Block, you're going to see Styles P while I'm taking the L. Meaning he put the work in to help get them off that label. But like I proved to y'all, even though they got off Bad Boy, Jada was still down with Diddy. Even throughout the decades, he was still linking up with Diddy in the land. We proved already. I already proved around your boy Jada Kiss is pink. Everybody Diddy gave her back to. He rubbed them on their ass. Don't play with me. You see Fabulous scared? He looked just like your child eating. Right? That's what he looked like. All right? What I kept telling you, this for the rappers. You pick one, punk. You pick one. You pick one today. Told you, man. I love to laugh at them covering this fake ass street content. I love it.
This guy's fucking crazy,
Yo,
man.
See the truth. What's up, Black Diamond? A lot of y'all know around here. See, truth is, right? When I went into this, a lot of people got exposed. And a lot of people ran off. That's right. Damn near everybody's pink. But all you gotta know is, for those who's stupid and slow, you're gonna get this shit again. Because I told y'all, it is never coming down till it's all over. So after today, you wanna hear about Mano? You wanna know about Mano versus that other guy? Even though they all trying to steal Hassan Lane, I'm gonna be real with you. You know I keep it real, right? I told him, Hassan inspired all of them. But Hassan kept playing around. He kept playing around, and he inspired all these fools. I'm going to be real. Hassan inspired all the washed-up New York rappers, and Kwame Brown inspired all the washed-up basketball players. I'm going to be honest with you. But see, y'all didn't protect this YouTube thing. You didn't know this was yours, y'all. This was yours. They industry. So you know what they're doing? They're nothing but the rich bastards that went broke trying to come back into our community and hang with us on the block.
Yeah, I'm going to get off this thing.